Hey guys, it's Summing Rush. I've been having a lot of fun in the Type 64 recently. So I'm trying to 3-mark this thing, and I figured for this video I could kind of show you how I go about doing that. So let's get started. Right now, if anyone's curious, I'm at 86.39, so we'll get to see if my mark goes up or down. But, you know, I've just started this mission, basically, so we're going to be working toward it's got a long way to go. Alright, so for this game, we're on the map Tundra. It's a standard game. What I like to do on We're fucking bottom tier, of course. So they've got a 34, a Scorpion G, and STRV. What do we have? Similar tanks top tier wise. We've got an IS-3 and STRV and a WZ-120. So 1 tier 8 heavy, they have 1 tier 8 heavy and then 2 tier 8 TDs. My challenge with this game is mostly going to be dealing with their TDs because, you know, I can get 1 shot by the Scorpion G, for example, and then 2 shot by the rest of their team apart from their tier 6s. So I'm going to start off by trying to get side shots on the hill. Normally I like to go to the 1 line because I feel like you can do well there as a light tank if you're top or medium tier. But in this case, obviously, I'm bottom tier. So if I go to the hill, I can shoot at the sides of light tanks who rush to the hill. And that's how I can sort of try to do damage, despite matchmaking kind of not being in my favor in this case. So that's the opening plan. When you're driving into position, of course, you want to take a look at where your team is going because you can kind of predict where teammates are going. But you know, that's an average thing. There could very easily be AFKs and things like that that you don't predict. So looks like we've got some teammates with me. You can see the IS-3s coming. I'm just going to stop here and get a shot of damage like so and go for tracks of people. I don't want to commit to the hill when they've got 2 already and so many top tier tank. Like, as a bottom tier, committing to the hill isn't smart. So I'm able to help that E25 win the hill, and honestly, that's as much as I want to do right here. Because Artie, as you can see, already just clicked their light tank. It's like Artie's going to start looking here. Now, taking a look at the map, something really interesting happened, and we know this happened because the Chromo B was such a great scout. We know that they've got 4 heavy tanks going to the 1 line. Now, we have to watch out for... Oh, sorry, dude. We have to watch out for... What was I going to say? Regardless, I have to deal with... Normally, you'd expect these guys to go to the 0 line, but because that Chromo B spotted them, we know they've got 4 heavies down the 1 line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare to deal with that, because... In my experience, my other options right now would be pushing down the 0 line. Not going to work when they've got multiple TDs on the enemy team that are still alive. Or I can kind of go to A1 and try to set up a bit of a crossfire and maybe flank people as they push into us. That, generally speaking, will be a much more reliable play. Obviously, the challenge being here is that they've got like 4,000 HP coming down this side of the map. So I'm only going to be able to do... Even if I did 1,000 damage here, which is an amazing game for this vehicle, it's like... It's basically nothing, so... We'll have to just hope for the best here, honestly. Okay, so I just put a shot into that KV2. It's really slim, honestly. I'd rather just get to the sides of these guys, and I can do that by coming and playing the angle that this Churchill 7 is actually playing. Now, this isn't great. I can't really rely on my teammates. Oh, fuck. I needed that guy to live for a bit longer. I need to load gold here. And this Oni is just going to be able to drive into us. It's very easy to overstay your welcome in a situation like this, but with this guy looking to the side, I'll try to put 1 or 2 into him, and maybe because we've got the M12 and the FV304 as well, we can kind of make this work. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I'm not worried so much about this guy, but I expected someone else to come. Oh shit, he's looking at me. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here, because they have to cross an open field, and I'm kind of trusting to my light tank speed to be able to help me get out of this situation. We don't know where their T-34 is, and we also don't know where their KV2 is, so it's entirely possible they're on this corner as well. So I'm going to be really careful when poking this, because it's possible that the KV2 snuck up to there. Now, the STRV gets the kill, and so by staying here and maybe occasionally spotting this guy, I can help the STRV get damage because we know the STRV has shots in this location. I'll also get spotting damage for the Artie. The main thing is just being here stalls them, and that gives our team time to push down the 0 line. And that's basically the strat right now. I can't actually fight these guys, but if they can't cross an open field to shoot at me, like just spotting them will get them killed. So Arnie manages to put 1 into... That looks like the 304 because there was no stun. Yeah, okay. So 304 is loaded in a couple seconds here. I'll spot the AMX again. Right now, I'd rather just not take the hit. 304 gets the shot. We'll just wait 10 seconds. I don't really want to risk taking the hit from this guy. I'm getting swatting damage, which is good enough for me. The problem is they still have that T-34 and KV2, so if I take a hit, I'll become a one-shot for both those tanks, and, you know, that's not very good. So, because I've been checking this, I'm assuming there's nothing there. The next thing is to sort of find out where the T-34 and KV2 are. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of assuming, because they're not here and they haven't snuck up or anything like that, I'm assuming they've gone back. So I'm going to poke here, see if I can find anything. That's the 34, who literally just let basically his entire team die. The problem is we don't know where the KV2 is. So the KV2 could have gone back, or he could be helping the T-34, and as you can see, he's gone back. So, in my opinion, I can't fight the T-34 solo just yet, but I can maybe play... Oh, fuck. Why is he doing that? That was like the worst play he could have made, in my opinion. I think the KV2 is going to come help. I might not be able to perma-track this guy indefinitely. Fuck. Am I being greedy to stay here? I kind of think so. Okay. We're going to fall back. I think that KV2 is coming. The KV2 had really slow reaction times, but I expect that KV2 will have wanted to fight me, so letting this Churchill 7 come help me out is the right thing to do here. Let's see. KV2 didn't... Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, good. Okay, so KV2 fired. That means we can push into him. Perfect. It was really risky staying as long as I did, but I kind of just played it out and hoped... Oh, that's a Lorraine. Fuck. So I'm putting the rock in between myself and the Lorraine. He fired. 304 misses. They still have that P43. I just want to see if I can kill the Lorraine. This tank is such a blast. Oh my god, that was a lot of fun. That was fucking wicked, considering I was bottom tier, man. First win of the day. That was 4,000 XP, 68,000 credits. I'm not using any boosters right now. 2k damage, 2 kills. Top on the team for XP. We also did 1,000 spotting damage, 1,254 spotting damage, 38k credit profit. I think we should go play another. That was a lot of fun. Oh shit, we're bottom tier again. This time there's 3 RD. So, I don't know how we're going to top last game, but we're going to try. In this case, they actually have 3 RD. My biggest fear in this type of game is the RD, because as a light tank, especially with high stats, I'm going to get XP. I'm focused by the RD. And so, you know, even when RD players miss me, they'll do 300 damage. So I have to play almost in positions that heavy tanks would use to get RD safe. And what that means is I'm almost going to have to either A... Like, as a light tank, when there's lots of RD, you have 2 options. Either A, sit in a bush all game and never get lit, or go to a city. So, depending on your map, you can use either strategy, basically. But, I'm going to go to the city, because I'd rather not be sitting in a bush while I'm making a video. So, that's going to be the strat. The other thing I have to be worried about is their LT-432. Of course, that thing's like a top tier light, so... All that guy has to do is, like, shoot me 2 or 3 times, and he'll kill me, so... he could just drive into me and totally wreck me. And the thing is, when light tanks are top tier, their speed allows them to catch you off guard, and that's just a huge thing that you have to worry about. So you can see we've got an LT-432 coming with us. I decided to go to the city despite not really looking at our team lineup. We have a Tiger and a 45 TP. You would expect those guys to be coming, but for example, the 45 TP is AFK, and the Tiger's being really slow. So right off the bat, it looks like our only chance... Jesus, I'm going to get clipped so hard. I don't want to play the city when I don't think we're going to win it, because for me to go to a side that I think will lose based on how my team is deploying, on team lineup I would have thought we had a fair fight, but based on how my team is deploying, it's like it's not worth it for me to take the risk in the city. So I'm going to go to the field, and we're actually going to focus on winning the field. But like I said, we're going to have to not get spotted. If we get spotted, all 3 RD are going to be shoot. At least 1 RD is going to be focusing us down. So we have an S51 pinging the map. That makes me think that they've got a scout in here. I don't really know how the S51 would know that they've got a scout in there, but I think it's a fair thing to be aware of. The problem is we can't play the city. Look, we've got 2 heavies camping. This is really weird. How do you say this? Deployment from our team. I really don't, this is not standard, you know, so what I'm gonna do is I think I just need to sort of wait, and I wouldn't be surprised if this type of game is like a draw type of game. So, oh, fuck me. Hopefully the Scorpion G can help us. I'm just auto-aiming him and trying to run away. Okay. So it was really lucky that I actually had that teammate with me there. I would expect Artie to be looking my way, so I'm gonna get safe. People are shooting at me. So one question is, who just shot right here, right? Because we don't know. They'd have to be in a position about here to make that shot. So I agree with the S51's ping, you know, because the only person who could really render us right now is here, or they'd be like here, but they would have been spotted right now. So no, there's basically a tank in this area. It could be the Type 64, probably not because he was lit in the city, but I haven't seen him on the map for a while, so it very well could be him, but you know, it's iffy. It's more likely to be a medium tank if I'm gonna be honest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play like down here, and we're gonna try to keep bushes in between myself and this. There you go, it's a medium tank. we get shots? Let's see. I'd love to get this guy out because there's a type in basically the same location actually, but I hate it when mediums are in that location because they're very hard to dig out. The problem is from here, I have really shitty shots. So I'm going to take shots because I have them, but ideally I can start moving up and maybe start challenging, you know, the type and the 40 TP and things like that. The problem is, like I said, oh. Okay. I'm really scared because it's not scared, but I think they're going to win. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This works. Fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? That sucks. Okay, so we're hardcore going to lose the field. There you go. We've lost the field. One thing that I'm very grateful for is just having lived all game, because normally I would try to do something really aggressive and that would have got me killed by now. But at this point in time, like, just having survived is the right thing. I've done 331 damage, which is okay for a light who's bottom tier this early on. And so it's kind of like now we're basically going to just start losing the game. And the question is, what do I want to do to sort of either A, give my team the chance to win, or B, get as much damage as possible? Generally, those things go hand in hand. But, you know, in this type of situation, sometimes just playing for yourself is the right idea. So what I would love to do is if I could win the city, that would be great. The problem is they've got so much HP and already exists. So I'm going to play the angle that this 45 TP is playing, because it looks like he's getting side shots on people. And maybe we can sort of make this work. I'd actually see, like, the problem is we have multiple top tier tanks here, so am I getting flanked to make this? Okay, I'm just going to try to help out with this Centurion 5-1. If we can kill him, we might be able to win the city, and then from there we might actually be able to be really useful. Now the problem is Artie's going to start looking my way. This guy's on 1 HP. Good. I'm just going to try to get Artie safe. I kind of expect the type to be here. You'll notice the Scorpion hasn't really spotted him. And this game could be brought back around if we're able to, if the whole team is able to get Artie safe, you know? So, I'm going to help this 432. Fucking Artie, dude. Preventing camping one click at a time. Are you going to help? Where did he go? He's using the Artie as cover. Okay, if the M44 takes the hit, that would be great. I don't really want to, not going to lie. We're way too close when there's this much Artie. The best play here when we're getting flanked from both directions is to push forward. So our 45 TP pushing is like the right thing. And if I can just kill this guy and then flank the IS. Fucking clickers. This guy fired. Good. I actually don't even know this guy's alpha, so... Okay. That was not good. This game's over. Okay, so, I mean, I still did 1,166 damage, but, I don't know. We didn't end up taking any side of the game. So, one thing if you're trying to predict these types of losses is you'll notice your team generally won't really leave base, or if they do, how do I say it? If the majority of your team goes to a fight that they're going to lose, you're never going to win, you know, and that's when raffle slumps happen. So in that case, we actually lost both sides of the map, and so you could kind of see that happening as it did. You know, just unfortunately, I wasn't really able to too much given that situation. So I did come top on the team on XP. I certainly didn't really contribute to us winning the game. I was pretty much useless until the end, so a lot of that damage was pretty useless, but... You know, we did come second place. Damage-wise, we got 2 kills, and I really couldn't have asked for much of a better result, honestly. I don't really know how I could have been more useful there. Feel free to comment and, like, armchair general me, because I'm curious what you guys think, but, yeah, let's take a look at the mark. How much higher did that go? There we go. 87.2. That's pretty much a whole % higher? Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't really remember what it originally was, but, yeah, that's the video. If you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. And one thing you can do if you want to support my channel is you can subscribe to me on Twitch with Twitch Prime. That gives me like $2 or whatever. So I'll leave a link in the description, and if you want to do that, feel free to. So yeah, I'd appreciate it. Bye.